Welcome to Sunday League Podcast. You know we can talk trash. If you ain't with it, you can fall back. Welcome to Sunday League Podcast, the podcast. Welcome to Sunday League Podcast, the podcast. Welcome to Sunday League Podcast. You know we can talk trash. If you ain't with it, fall back. Welcome to Sunday League Podcast, the podcast. Welcome to Sunday League Podcast, the podcast.
What's cracking, you fucking bush leaguers, and welcome back. This is episode number 73. Ooh, it's been an interesting day.
What?
Yes, Barry Bonds, the home run record. I love that shit. Put him in the Hall of Fame, please. But I am here with my motherfucking co-host, Daniel.
What's going on?
It's cracking, homeboy. Good to see you back.
Thank you for having me back.
Indeed. Also here with the DH.
Yo, what up, y'all? Nice to see you, Daniel, once again.
Nice to see you guys, too. Nice to be on again. Always enjoy my time here.
Regardless of whatever ugly-ass Angel shirt you decide to wear today.
Yikes.
I know. Hey, but we're in the same boat as me right now, so I won't take that personal.
We're in this together. Me and you against Boski on this one.
Yeah, exactly. Out of the three of us, only one of them actually has a game to watch tomorrow.
Yeah. Did you say Boski DH?
There you go. Your favorite
that's me.
Professional Sunday leaguer.
That's me. I'm Boski. Let's go around the horn. DH, what you drinking, fool?
I got myself a little rum and coke, a little Kraken rum.
Oh,
delicious.
Okay.
Some coke. Feeling nice and loose, ready to go for episode 73.
That's what's up. Daniel, what are you drinking, fucker?
So I recently just moved, like recently as in Thursday, so about 3 days before we record this, have not yet made a store run. So my refrigerator is looking pretty empty right now. I'm talking, I think of orange juice, a couple things of Gatorade, and that's about it. So I'm just drinking on some Gatorade right now, nothing too crazy.
Nice.
Have to make that first official store run of the new place. So
yes.
Well, congrats, man. The new place is definitely important.
Yeah,
thank you. Yeah, that's the main reason why I've been almost radio silent for a little while for the podcast. Just packing, unpacking, moving stuff, and just it's a little bit of a process, but in the end, it'll all pan out.
It's
those who know
adulting. Exactly, adulting. Adulting is the name of the game.
Yeah, who said that was going to be fun? Nobody.
But
we're here, and so nothing yet. Just like I said, just some Gatorade, but definitely next time I am on, I'll have a proper drink for sure.
You have a little something. DH, do we have a sponsor this week?
We do, Boski. But before we get into our sponsor, what are you drinking?
Oh, that's right. You know what's funny? Because when you mentioned what you were drinking, is because I'm drinking the same thing, and I meant to say I'm drinking the same thing. Yeah, it's
excellent
Captain and Coke.
All right, very nice, very nice. But
great
on
minds
that note,
think alike.
yes,
Exactly.
This episode is indeed brought to you by Frank's Fake Friends. Need a friend? Always having dinner by yourself? Or just at a lame party and need an excuse to leave? Text Frank's Fake Friends and get an immediate phone call or visit from a fake friend today. Pay by the minute or the hour. Here today, gone tomorrow with Frank's Fake Friends. So, on that note, Boski.
Oh, dude,
we're here. Episode 73.
That's good.
That was pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, go hit them up. If you guys are feeling lonely, go hit them up.
A whole different kind of lonely. I guess.
I'm Mr. Lonely. You guys remember that Akon song, Mr. Lonely?
Yep.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I do remember that one.
Too funny.
But hey, got some fact checks from last episode. We talked about some blown nuts, Seattle Mariners style.
That's right.
And I thanks to Daniel, I do have a link for those 5 blown nuts. They were by
in the Mariners
players.
history.
Yeah, in Mariners history, we were talking about last episode about Mariners blowing more testicles than making the playoffs, and there are 4 Mariners players that have unfortunately felt the pain of missing the playoffs and blowing their nuts. Mike Parrott is the first one, and then he was a pitcher. I think he just took a straight shot to the nuts. Josias Manzanillo took one off of Manny Ramirez.
Oof.
Busted both his nuts.
Both.
Yikes.
And then there was Adrian Beltre. There was Adrian Beltre, who I can't believe I forgot about him. But yeah, he taking a ground ball to third base, not wearing a cup, and felt the pain of that one.
Third
And then, of
base
course,
though,
Mitch
not wearing a
Haniger.
cup. That's like
No.
that's a risky move.
I would never think of doing that ever in the history of ever. Fuck that.
Yeah, you did say, if it's going to happen to me once every 11 and a half years, I'll take my chances.
I don't
So
want to know
That's on him.
ever.
No, that shit hurts, dude. Did I ever tell you guys about when I got hit in the nuts? I might have talked about it last week, so we can skip.
yeah, I think you were playing catch with somebody.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he,
Okay.
He didn't signal what pitch he was throwing to you.
Oh,
Yeah, and he just
breaking ball.
he throws a random fucking curveball, and mind you, is a good ass curveball. Dude's never pitched in his life, and he throws this fucking hammer on me. I'm just like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah. Yeah, I took one straight to the nuts in softball practice 2 days ago. My daughter's softball team. Thank goodness we were just doing soft toss wiffle ball,
There you
but
go.
my niece took one straight to the junk for me.
What was the
So
what was the
anyway,
exit velo on that one, huh?
I don't remember, but I played it off though. I did play it
Yeah,
off.
there you go.
It
next
caught
fact
like the
check.
tip. It caught your tip, just like what?
It got me like just above, and I felt it. Definitely felt
it
but-
got shaft.
Yeah.
There you
Next
go.
fact check that I have, I got San Diego Padres over the last 50 games actually won 16 games, not 14 as I thought. And had they swept St. Louis in September from the 17th to the 19th, then they would have finished one game ahead of St. Louis if they would have swept them and just played 500 ball the last 50 games.
Wow.
But St. Louis was the one that swept them in San Diego.
Yeah, I remember
Vladdy
talking about
Jr. is 22.
Yeah,
Vladdy Jr.
baby.
is 22 years old, same age as Juan Soto.
Yep.
And so I just wanted to fact check that real quick too.
And there's something
that-
too about San
oh.
Diego. That's pretty crazy too. Like they got rid of the their manager.
Yeah.
I mean,
It is officially now, yeah.
they
Yeah,
got
he's
rid of
gone.
him, and it's like I don't know if that's necessarily on him or what, but it's just like do you think a manager makes that big of a difference? I mean, last season he was going to be manager of the year, and then all of a sudden this season he's out of the job.
Yes, a manager does make a difference because I'm just gonna say two words: Red Sox.
There's your
Alex
first
Cora.
Boston Red Sox reference of the day, ladies and gentlemen.
No, I will not do that. I am not gonna become that.
Mark it. What's the what time?
I am not gonna become which I hate.
No, but
Probably
I more
5
so-
minutes in.
Yeah, for real.
more so not so much a manager change a manager to a different manager, because I think that makes sense, but from one manager being again like a manager of the year caliber to the very next season this very same manager now being fired. It's like
Yeah.
what
That would
really
be an interesting
changed?
stat. That would be an interesting stat. Manager war.
Right. I wonder if they
Ah.
could even
I think. Damn.
calculate that.
We got some homework.
We got some
Right.
homework to do. Yep. But
Shit.
I don't know. I think so. You never know. I just think it just takes one guy to create a culture where players are bought into it, and then they do the work. It's really about getting the players to do their best work. And can you get a manager to do that? Yeah, I think so. So who knows? I mean,
Yeah.
the San Diego Padres they're in the market for a new guy. I've heard that Ron Washington is a name that they're
Yeah.
after.
Like older
so-
guys like
I've heard the name Bruce Bochy get thrown around. I don't know if I mentioned that last week.
Yep.
Yeah.
I heard that too.
It seems like they're going to dip in that well, so it will be determined. Probably, I would expect before the end of the month they find somebody. They're not going to let it. They're not going to let it go on too long.
They might announce it right
Well,
after
who
the World
else-
Series.
Well, because who else? There's not really a race right now because the only other opening is the Mets. So it's not like there's like 4 teams looking for a manager and you got to hurry up and hire the top one or else he's going to go to the other team. There's only 2 teams right now that need managers. So I guess they
Yeah.
can technically kind of slow play it a little bit. It's not a huge rush.
Speaking,
And I don't really see any names
Mhm.
coming up anytime
Yeah.
soon.
I got
would
a,
have fired them by now.
I got a name that came up per John Boy and Talking Baseball and all them. They posted earlier today that do you remember the guy's name that fucking that you remember the Jonah Hill? You guys know Jonah Hill,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Hey, he's the guy that he was in Moneyball. So they posted like
Yeah.
a pic.
Right.
They posted a picture of him, and he played Paul DePodesta in Moneyball. So that it seems like
That's his character.
yes, and so it seems like he is the lead candidate for the Mets GM vacancy.
GM. Yeah, the Mets
Yeah.
Mets almost got make a whole new house. You know what I mean? Like they went through like 2 GMs last year because I think the first one got caught up in the Dick Pick Mick
Mhm.
scandal from when he was there as a manager, and so yeah, they've have to clean almost the whole house.
There was quite a few dick pic mix in that organization
Come to find out,
that
yeah,
had to see their way out, and so
no pun intended.
but it and then another thing that I heard about them is too that they were trying to get oh crap, what's his name? His name's slipping my mind. Cubs Epstein. Theo Epstein. They're trying
Theo.
to get him to run the organization, and he turned them down. He just said it's not a good opportunity for me right now.
Theo's the type
Did
of guy
it in
that
a nice way.
yeah, Theo's the type of guy that he wants to have complete say so. And I'm guessing with the owner being as involved as he is in New York, I'm guessing he probably knew it wasn't going to be like his
Yeah.
show to run. Like,
The,
he's
the
gonna have
thi-
to answer to
thing
him
about
with
Theo
everything.
is like he's the alpha in that office. And
Yeah,
if
he
they-
can call his shot.
Oh yeah, he's calling it like it's his way or the highway.
Yep.
Plain and simple.
You can't have too many chefs in the kitchen.
That's true.
Not in the
Gotta
Angel
have
fans
not-
know that.
few cooks.
Yeah, not in the major leagues anyways.
Yes.
Right. So much to be determined there on that end. A little bit later on in the season, I think. I do want to shout out the Sunday leagues real quick. Boski, our boy Razor
Ooh.
Ramon, played
Uh-huh.
in a semifinals game today. Shout out
Okay.
to him and the team, the squad. The Reds playing in the San Bernardino Veterans League came out on top today, 9-8, and they're
Oh,
moving
shit.
on to the championship.
Nice.
He had to catch the Razor.
Do you think he wore a cup?
The dude had to catch. He said, "Hey, go figure. I know how to catch." And I was like, "Well, I'm sure everybody can catch behind the plate if
In
you
that
really
in,
wanted
the,
to."
in
But
that league.
he came through for his team though, 3 for 4 with a couple RBIs,
What a boy.
and sends them to the championship. So shout out to Razor and the squad over there.
Did he call you
Fontana
for advice
Baseball
or what?
No, actually, I hit him up. I was like, "Hey man, so how'd the game go today?" And they're like, "Yeah, we won. I had to catch." And I was like, "Damn, all right, good looking out, man. Good
Text
stuff."
DH. What am I doing back here? I don't know what I'm doing back here.
He's a ball player, dude. He'll put him
Yeah.
anywhere. He's
Yeah,
gonna
he'll
shine,
figure it
no
out.
matter what.
He'll
Yep.
figure it out.
Fontana Baseball League, our alma mater, Boski.
Yes, they're in their
They are in the
playoffs, aren't they?
playoffs.
Yeah.
They are in their playoffs. The Sun Devils came out with a 13-1 record in the regular season. The Upland Mets, I've heard a lot about this team, came out at 11-3, and then the California Reds 10-3 with one tie. The IE Cardinals 9-4, Redlands Pirates 8-6, the Pride at 8-6, SoCal Royals 7-6 with one tie, and the Jackets, just the Jackets,
The Jackets.
No color.
not yellow or blue or anything, just the Jackets.
What? Let me see. Let me pull up this
Outdoor,
website.
maybe
Yellow jacket.
indoor, maybe the indoor jackets.
The
They don't want to
Jackets, if the
discriminate
AC is
against the
really
color,
cold.
I guess. I don't know.
The flak
Yeah,
jackets.
but they made it into the playoffs at 5-8-1. So in the first round of the playoffs,
How
the
the
IE
fuck?
Cardinals took
It's a terrible.
Boski. What?
The record. The 5-8-1. Seriously, the
Yeah,
These are-
hey, this is Sunday leagues,
1, 2,
Boski.
3,
It's a
4,
Sunday
5,
leagues.
6. They had 8. Well, I guess to avoid a bye week. Okay, whatever.
There you go. Well, anyway, the Jackets didn't make it past the first round anyway. They lost to the Sun Devils 11-7. IE Cardinals 9-5 over the Pirates. SoCal Royals upset the Upland Mets 10-7. And the
I'm not-
California Reds 9-8 over the Pride.
I'm not surprised with the SoCal Royals. They always show up for playoffs. They won maybe 3-4 seasons in a row at one point.
Yeah. I mean, it's a squad. They're definitely a squad.
Definitely.
But season's coming to an end, Boski. That
Nope.
means another season's got to start eventually.
The answer is
He
no.
already knows where I'm going with this. Daniel, we got to get you out on the field, bro.
Oh,
We got to make
you don't
something
want-
happen, man.
You don't want that because that would be all bad.
Dude,
I
I
haven't
bet
swung a bat in God, I don't know how long.
you this fool would hit fucking moonshots.
Only if it's on a
guarantee
tee
it.
and I have a
I-
golf club in my hand.
We could get you to hit some moonshots. If you could hit a golf ball, you could hit a baseball.
There you go.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge,
Dodge
a ball.
Yeah.
Come on, man. So
Man.
anyway, there you go. There's your Sunday Leagues update right there. I'll be keeping an eye on the Fontana Baseball League for sure over the next couple
Definitely.
weeks.
Yeah, I follow all those teams on Instagram, and I catch those updates every now and again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So
Yeah, good
All right,
stuff. I
there
mean,
you go.
playoff baseball is fucking hot and wild right now. AF
Playoff
as
baseball is
fuck.
where it's at. Yes, sir. Daniel and I don't know anything about that right now, though. Both.
No,
Not right now. Not right now.
But I am jealous that you were able to go up to Seattle and at least experience, something close to it. You know what I mean? Because watching the
Experience
games on
something.
Friday, Friday and watching the game on Friday and Saturday and Sunday, I was like, oh wow. So this is what playoff baseball looks like. Like, okay, it's packed, it's sold out, it's loud. I'm like,
Oh,
wow.
yes, it was. Oh, it was lit upon first pitch.
Oh yeah, I
But
mean that's the closest thing we've got to playoff experience in a long time.
but then upon second pitch, when Otani went deep,
Yeah,
took the air out of the whole stadium. So we knew right when he went deep, we're like, damn it, it's not gonna go our way today, is it? And so it was an uphill battle after that. But yeah, no, nonetheless, that's what it's supposed to be like in Seattle.
Even if the Mariners had won that game, it wouldn't have mattered just because of the results of Red Sox Yankees in that same day.
Well, it hurt too that on Friday the Angels won that game. I think that kind of also made them kind of have to scramble a little bit more. If they would have, honestly, if they would have swept the Angels in that 3-game series, I think they might have been in.
Yeah, they would have definitely tied with the Red Sox.
Yeah, you would have been
and the Yankees and guaranteed themselves at least a 1-game playoff. Right. And that's what they should have done, but it didn't happen. It's baseball.
Yeah, I think it would have been a 1-game playoff, depending on what the Red Sox would have done. But we swept.
Right. So you guys swept and the
even if the Mariners,
it would have been interesting.
It wouldn't have mattered.
But man, it would have been interesting to see how the Red Sox would have decided to proceed in the postseason, because if they were the number 1 seed, they can either play on Monday and then play again on Tuesday, or just sit back and play the winner on Tuesday. I think. I don't know, man. I just know that there was like so many different scenarios where none of it made sense. None of it made sense, and I was just like, all right, let's just cross that bridge then.
It was a headache just to think about it, and I hated it. It was stressful.
It was like Team A can play Team D, but then Team D can play Team C, and C wins, and it's like, oh crap, like what?
But I don't mind being stress free at the moment. Boski, I'm sure, is on pins and needles,
living on every pitch.
Day.
God, you should have seen me today. I cried in my wife's arms. I cried. Tears of joy. Like, that's why I posted that little thing on the Instagram of the little happy face with a tear, because that's exactly how I felt. I was like, thank you, Jesus. But we got lucky. Today's game was ALDS game 3.
Yeah,
it is.
And
yep.
I mean, they go into the 13th inning, and fucking Kevin Kiermaier hits a shot into deep right field, right center. Ball hits off the wall with a runner on first. Hits off the wall, bounces down into the warning track, and it bounces off of Hunter Renfro's chest and over the wall for a ground rule double.
That is
very
interesting.
Very questionable. I do have. They did go over the rule for that.
Do you have the rule in front of you? Does anybody have the rule in front of them?
I have the rule. I have the rule saved. Just gotta pull it up real quick. But
so we're talking about game 3, which happened today, Sunday.
Yes.
And
got your rule right here, dog. So so hits the ball and all that shit, right? So here's the rule. Any bounding fair ball is deflected by the fielder into the stands or over or under a fence on fair or foul territory, in which case the batter and all runners shall be entitled to advance 2 bases.
Wow.
Meaning so, it was treated like a traditional ground rule double.
Right.
So that just begs the question then, like, if that's the case, it doesn't specify, does it, like whether it's intentional or unintentionally throwing the ball, kicking the ball over the wall, does it?
No,
it doesn't sound like it.
So say, in a situation like that where clearly the runner on first is going to score, say the outfielder just kicks the ball into the stands and says, oops, quote unquote, it was an accident. He can therefore prevent that runner from scoring all the way had he intentionally kicked the ball into the stands after it hit the wall.
Yeah, I guess
So
technically
that's
that
my problem,
could.
I guess, with the rule. I guess my problem with the rule is, let's say it bounces in off the wall or in fair territory, and then it deflects off of a fielder, and then it goes into the stands again. That should be 3 bases. That should be an automatic triple.
Right. But look, at the end of the day, it just didn't matter because the score ended up being 6-4, and they would have only got the 1 run out of that.
On a walk-off 2-run homer by Vasquez.
Christian Vasquez, the Moon Man.
The Moon Man.
Yeah, they call him.
Well, how did the Red Sox get there? They clearly had to win in the wild card game. So let's get into the postseason breakdown real quick, fellas. Red Sox win over the Yankees. Boski, you feel pretty good about that one? You knew it was You knew it was coming.
I wasn't sure until the first inning, and I was like, "Oh yeah, we got this fucking game. It's over."
There you go. Yeah. They took it straight to Garrett Cole early on.
Yeah, Big Dick Bogey. Big Dick Bogey dropped a tank into deep center field. I was like, "Oh yes." It was awesome. It was so fucking awesome.
Daniel, are you tuned into these games, like the Yankees, Red Sox? This rivalry,
Yeah.
does this get you amped up?
No, I mean the wild card stuff and the playoff stuff, just in general does. But especially with the wild card situation being a 1-game playoff, that's a ton of fun to watch because a home run in the 3rd inning that puts you up a run, you're like, okay, now you really have to hold it, and it keeps you kind of glued because whether it's a 2-run lead, 3-run lead, a team gets in any kind of momentum, then it can shift, and you can't come back the next day and be like, well, this is what we should have done different. It's like, no, you pull your starter after they pulled Cole after in the 3rd inning, if I remember correctly, or the 4th,
yeah,
like super early.
He didn't get any outs.
And it's like, no, you have to play for now. And it's like, all right, cool. Like part of it's like, it's going to be a long game, but you understand the stakes to it. You can't really afford to let your guy try to find his way, because if he doesn't, there's nothing to play for the next day.
I mean, the bullpen pretty much did their job the rest of the way for the Yankees, with the exception of Loaizaga.
Loaizaga, yeah.
There you go.
Which he's actually pretty fucking solid.
That's the thing, he's going to come in and you expect he's going to shut him down, but he walked 3 guys in his 1 inning of work, gave up 2 runs there. And so, it is what it is. They couldn't score off of Eovaldi. Eovaldi was dealing that game.
Yeah, he was
amped really up, dude. It was fucking awesome.
And it's funny though too, because wasn't the last time Eovaldi played against the Yankees, he got lit.
He got lit up, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy how you can go from that, and people probably questioning like, oh man, let's see how this kid does, and then he just comes out and
he pitches a lot. He pitches a lot better at home. Lights out at home. So it just kind of like all the cards just kind of fell into place.
Yeah, and then the momentum too. I mean, you talk about that when they threw out who was it? Judge at home. I mean, that was a huge rally
killer.
And and next thing you know, instead of cutting the lead, now they're all momentum's gone, because now I think it was like that was the 2nd out.
Yeah.
It was homers by Bogey.
Keep going.
Homers by Bogey and Schwarber in that game, both of them off of Garrett Cole, and that's all they needed.
Fun fact with Schwarber, they showed that he had, was it the 2015 National League wild card game, Cubs Pirates. Kyle Schwarber hit this very similar bomb off of Garrett Cole.
I saw the highlight. Yeah, I remember them posting that. And how about who was it? The guy from the Yankees that does the radio. I sent this to Boski. I don't know if I sent it to DH about making the call on one of Sands. He thought it was a home run. Sterling. He's like, it's absolutely gone. Wait, he's on first. What happened?
A Stantonian shot.
And then it hit the top of the monster, and he's just sitting at first because he thought he had it too, and he's just jogging up the field, and he's like, what did I miss here? Why is he at first? And then you look on Twitter, and everyone's like, oh man, he really needs to be at the ballpark because he has to be able to see what's going on. And then people are messaging back, he is at the ballpark, he is in regular the broadcast area. He just lost it in the sky, I guess. But that was fun.
Yeah.
It was a National League wildcard game, Dodgers Cardinals. Dodgers on top 3-1. Chris Taylor walk-off homer. I know you guys saw that one. What do you guys think of that?
Honestly, so Albert, it's a good game. Albert came up in the 9th inning, and at that point, I'm just thinking to myself, don't let it be Albert. Don't let it be Albert. Don't let it be Albert, just because you'll hear it as an Angel fan until the end of the time. So when he lines out, I'm like, okay, cool, because you knew he was pitch hitting for one shot and one shot only. So no matter if it went 12 or 13 innings, he wasn't going to come back up again.
And I had alluded to it in our previous episode, like what if Albert comes up in a walk-off situation?
Oh yeah,
Sure enough, it happened, but he didn't walk off. Thank God.
Yeah.
And how about Max Scherzer not wanting to give up the ball to Dave Roberts?
That's the kind of guy
I
you want on your
Shook
team.
his hand. Yeah.
I understand that. That was funny. Like
Yeah.
he reached for the ball and then Scherzer just shakes his hand and then he says, "Here." Doesn't even just gives him his glove to take it out of. I was like,
I don't even think he gave him the glove. I'm pretty sure Dave Roberts just like grabbed his glove and he's like, "Here, just give me the ball."
Yeah.
He's like, "You're not staying in this game, no matter what. I'm sorry. Like, kill me later if you want."
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Luckily, they ended up pulling it off because if they did it, yeah, who knows what would have happened there?
Yeah.
Does he re-sign there? Does he take that personal or what? That could have opened a whole nother can of worms if he gets taken out what he feels is early. They end up losing the game, and he's pissed about it. Does he come back to LA the next year?
And there's been a couple of other questionable moves later on in the postseason that we can talk about later on. But that one, I was scratching my head a little bit. I mean, that's Max Scherzer, for God's sakes.
Right.
You don't pull him out the game and without even completing 5 innings. He'd only given up 1 run at that point. And yeah, he was in trouble, but he's going to get out of it. So surprising, but it paid off. Joe Kelly comes in, shuts it down. Then Gratterall, Trinan, Knable, Jansen. Like, dude, that's an all-world bullpen coming at you right there.
Yeah, it is. Dudes
Yeah, I was so surprised
dudes
too.
are
It's like-
filthy. Yeah, and go ahead, Daniel.
No, just because the Dodgers have like guys that can pitch, but I guess their biggest thing for the part of the year, and granted they won 100 and whatever, so obviously it's not a huge issue, but it's just like those guys being like consistent. Kelly's had control issues. Jansen always seems that Dodgers fans always want him traded every like 3 weeks or something like that. So they have
I could think of at least one in particular.
Yeah, exactly. So he who shall not be named.
Wow.
But no, like but they when they're consistent and when they're on, like when their best is out there, that bullpen would be really hard to get any runs
deadly.
off of.
Yeah, when they're hot, man. I mean, it's that simple. When good bullpen pieces are hot.
But one thing that definitely stood out to me in that 9th inning is Cody Bellinger. Cody Bellinger batting with 2 outs in the 9th inning ahead of Chris Taylor, gets the base hit, steals second. And the stolen base ended up being irrelevant, but just the fact that he got on base and was able to extend the inning for Chris Taylor to come up and do what he did. I mean, that right there is big for Cody Bellinger, the way he struggled the whole season, and then all of a sudden postseason lights are on, he's shining again. That's gonna be a big reason why the Dodgers keep moving on if he can keep doing things like that.
Yeah.
So
and they always talk about got to keep the line moving, for that specific reason. Like the lineup turns over and you get 4 or 5 at bats, in a game. You're seeing pitchers multiple times. For later on in the series, like you've already seen a reliever 2-3 times in the series. I know it was a wild card game, but regardless, like I mean, Chris Taylor, I think his stat was like he was like 8 for 90 or some shit like that. I'm probably exaggerating the numbers, but
yeah, he didn't have a whole lot of success leading up to that.
Yeah, from like August to the end of the season, he was probably hitting under 100.
That's something too I love about like the postseason baseball, because now, you talk about Bellinger getting that walk and stealing second, and yeah, maybe it didn't matter, but now the pitcher knows he has a guy with good speed on second base scoring position. Now maybe he grips the ball a little tighter and doesn't locate as well as he wants. Where he's on first base, he knows if he gets up a base hit, okay, you're still maybe first and third or whatever, but he knows with his speed, if he gets a base hit, he's probably scoring. So maybe he's trying a little hard, leaves it over the plate a little bit more, and it's a walk-off. So like little moments like that, you're kind of thinking like, oh, wow, he's still a base. Okay, maybe it doesn't mean much, but you can't get into the pitcher's head. But I wouldn't be surprised if maybe he gripped the ball a little bit, tighter on that next pitch that Taylor got a hold of.
Yeah.
I definitely didn't think the Cardinals, or I didn't think the Dodgers were going to win, but that's just the hater in me, I guess. Dodgers move on. Red Sox move on. And then the next game, next day, Thursday, October 7th, Astros, White Sox. Astros win 6-1. Rays beat the Red Sox 5-0. You guys got any notes on those games?
I want to know, Boski, how worried were you? Because I mean, they had a great game against New York, and then Boston comes out and lays an egg after their like offensive explosion. Were you worried?
Well, that egg is very deceiving because they had at least 9 hard hit balls in the game, but they smoked baseballs right at fielders, at defenders.
People.
So yeah, so like the Rays doing their homework and just, hey, he's gonna hit it here. They always say just hit it where they ain't. You know,
Right.
a hard hit ball is always.
Rosarena.
Rosarena is a fucking beast. He hits a
Rosarena
bomb,
stole home
Stealing
and
home.
hit the
home.
homer.
Yeah, dude, they were just handing him home. They're like, here, just take it.
Dude, he got such a huge lead off of that. I was like, he doesn't see him. He doesn't see him.
He
Oh
could've-
shit.
He could have stole home in his boots, man. which
Cowboy boots.
which I don't like that shit. By the way, I think he adopted that while he was like a resident in Mexico for a little while.
The
I
Cuban
think
cowboy.
No, they said
Yeah,
he was
or he
last year.
lived-
No, he got it last year from. I think he said a
he raced
teammate
horses.
had him. He liked
Uh-huh.
him. He wore him or whatever. And this is like when they made their like run last season. He wore him for whatever reason, and they kept on wearing them. And so this season, he actually bought his own boots for the playoff run. Or some story about that. It was like it started with like a teammate or something like that.
Dude, you got to wear the same ones from before. Like that superstitions work a certain way. Like you don't just like go buy a new superstition. Like you got to stick with what worked already. So
We got you to the show.
I would share with you guys what I've been doing, but I have
Okay.
not been sitting in a bathroom for sure. I can tell you that much.
All right, and he probably wasn't wearing them the next day because the Red Sox took it to him 14-6
This
very
is
next
fucking
day.
awesome.
Yeah, that was a huge lopsided. And then too, like you look at the Brewers and Atlanta, both those games have been really close. And you look at the other games in the series, they haven't really been a ton of close games. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
probably more than 4 runs in a lot of the games. Or it's like the difference, but it just seems like Milwaukee and Atlanta aren't getting the love that they probably should have because their games have actually probably been the most entertaining than
Yeah.
the bigger
they've
names.
definitely been some really
and
good pitching
they're not
matchups
getting
there.
that love because they're just playing so early in the day.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they're
But,
getting that kind of hidden.
Yeah.
Game 2, Red Sox 14-6 over the Rays. Big game from Kike and from JD Martinez. They go a combined 9 for 11.
The graduate and the dong.
9 for 11. 6 RBIs, and then in between, you still had Devers going 1 for 4 with a bomb. Did he hit a bomb? No. Yeah, he did.
He
hit a bomb in the
that
8th.
game.
And then you still had Bogey 3 for 5, Verdugo 3 for 5, and then at the bottom of the lineup, Christian Vasquez 3 for 5.
The
20
big
hits in that
dogs,
game.
dude. The big dogs, bro. And then Verdugo made a nice catch in left field. He kind of like reached over the wall and he did like the splits, but like the standing splits or whatever to catch this ball. It's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Cool stuff.
So
Excited. I was
there you
excited.
go. And then Astros took it to the White Sox again, 9-4 on Friday. To take the 2-0 series lead. Astros looking like the Astros. You know, the
Yeah.
offense on
Offense,
point,
offense,
pitching is on
offense.
point. Yep, taking
They're
it to the White Sox. My World Series American League representative prediction.
I still want to see.
Well-
I want to see a very Soxy ALCS. That's what I'm hoping for.
Well, it could very well happen if you're watching the game right now. Game 3 is going on. White Sox Astros late into the night. We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
But game 1 of the DS also happened. Giants 4-0 over the Dodgers, and then as we talked about earlier, Brewers 2-1 over the Braves.
Nice.
Pitching in both of those games.
Yeah, I love that series. I mean, it's low scoring. Everything's close. I mean, if you're watching some of these games, especially the one tonight that's going on right now, they're not close. Like, yeah, they're close for the first like 3 or 4 innings, and then one team seems to pull away and have a good run, and then that's it. So
Yeah. Charlie
I
Morton was.
definitely like the.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's just I really enjoy those close games because those
Yeah.
last at bats in the 9th inning mean something when it's a 16-8 or 16-5 game. It's like, okay, cool, 3 outs in the 9th. I mean, if you blow this up, this is really really bad.
Yeah, you don't deserve to win. But to your point, like Charlie Morton, he was dealing, and then Rowdy Tejas just took it out from under him. Good old Rowdy, one of my least favorite
Well, your boys.
players. I love to punch him in the face. And then I'm in this group chat right on Instagram, and they all know that I want to punch Kike in the face, but like they're like, dude, give him his credit where credit is due. I'm just like, nope, want to punch him, still want to punch him. I'm gonna just want to punch him forever until he does what I had said preseason. Remember what I said in preseason, DH?
I don't exactly.
In order for me to forgive him, he has to do something very specific. I'm not going to say what.
Okay.
Yeah, but if
Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and listen then.
Yeah, you got to go back. Go do some homework. But he has to do something very specific. But he's graduated from KK to KK, just so we're clear.
All right. Well, Kike is definitely putting the Red Sox on his back and sending him to the next round if he keeps having games like that. Brewers, Braves going into the next game. So Brewers win that first game 2-1. Braves come back, win 3-0 on Saturday, even up the series 1-1. Max Fried matching Charlie Morton's numbers, 6 innings, 9 strikeouts, but gave up 0 runs against Brandon Woodruff and the Brewers. Dodgers win 9-2 over the Giants. The Bats break out.
Yeah.
Cody Bellinger still swinging a hot stick. And we're tied 1-1 in both National League series.
Fun shit.
Do you think either one
Indeed.
of the Brewers or the Braves can beat the other two?
Yes.
Dodgers or Giants.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think the National League as it stands right now, it's obviously a coin toss. But I truly feel that it is a coin toss. I mean, they're all competitive. I think maybe like the disadvantage would probably go to the Braves just because of their record. But I think now in the postseason, like everybody just turns it on, dude.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, everybody starts at 0, so all of those star players that struggle during the regular season have a chance to pretty much put all their critics to bed in the playoffs, like especially Christian Yelich, who's had a difficult regular season. Cody Bellinger's in that boat too. And so this is their chance. This is their chance to shine, especially when it matters the most. And it can happen. It can happen for anybody, really. You can't really predict baseball. I think we've said that a couple different times, but it can go either way. They both play again on Monday. They have a day off today. So 1-1 series tie, both those teams. It could be anybody.
Yeah, and because everybody's 1-1 in the National League, like it just adds to the mystique. Like, oh, like who's it gonna be? Like,
yeah,
right.
Is it gonna be Giants, Braves, Brewers, Dodgers? Like who's it gonna be? What is it? I don't know. It's unpredictable. That's what I like.
There's no big summer blowouts.
Yeah, for real. But over in the American
All
League,
right. Yep, over in the American League, going on today. What happened earlier today? Big game. Red Sox Rays, extra innings. Second longest game in postseason history for the Red Sox, and at Fenway.
At Fenway, yes.
At Fenway. The first one being that 14-inning marathon in the ALCS against the Yankees.
2004, yep.
2004?
Yeah, game 4, game 5, whatever. Those games. I think it was game 5.
David Ortiz with the walk-off little hit. And the Red Sox, though, they didn't go away. They had to have a couple balls bounce their way, and it sure did. We talked about it earlier with that ground roll double.
Yes. But like I
saw
said,
it happen, and I was just...
Whichever way the ball bounces, the score is 6-4 or 6-5, whichever way you want to look at it. The ball don't lie.
So at the time that the fielder, was reaching for it as it was going over the wall, the runner was already rounding third base.
Yeah.
He was going to score. Yeah. And I think the umpires could have easily awarded him home plate, but
and I think
for the rule,
honestly, I think they should have awarded him the run. It would have been fair to award the ground rule double, but the base runner should have been allowed to score in that sense. I think that I would have been okay with that call. I would have been disappointed, of course. But, naturally, I'm really happy the way it turned out. Yeah, I would have understood. I'd been like, fuck, like, this fucking sucks. But, I mean, it is what it is. And I still don't understand the damn rule, like, how they're interpreting it. But, dumb.
It is what it is. But Kike goes 3 for 6, extends his streak of consecutive at-bats with a hit.
7.
Goes combined 7 for 7, breaks... Whose record was it? That went 6 for 6? Was that Hanley?
Shit. I don't know, man.
I want to say it was Hanley Ramirez that went 6 for 6 in the 2017 playoffs. You can fact check me on that. But Kike now owns the record. His 7th hit was a bomba over the green monster.
He looked like me. Like he's really trying to copy me, bro. Like he literally wears the gloves that I wear. So the batting gloves. All he needs is Nikes, bro. He just needs some Nike cleats, and he'll be good to go.
Yeah,
like,
there you go.
He'll be full boast.
But he's definitely trying to piss you off with those knee highs.
I'll punch him in the face. Oh, dude, fucking beyond knee highs. I
don't know
think
what we can call those.
I think the thing behind that is like it tries. The intent is to kind of deceive the umpire that maybe his strike zone is like a little higher, just based off of the pant legs, like where they're at.
Is that the strategy?
Optical
think-
illusion.
It's like it's a bit of an optical illusion. I think that's the intent. And so I've
I don't
seen
know,
it.
man. I'm pretty sure those pants were women's underwear in the 1700s. So,
That
but
is
he pulls it off. He's Kike. He looks good
It's
in
okay
them.
when you hit bombs. When you hit bombs,
It's-
it's oh
yeah.
no, that's fashion.
He went-
you strike out 4 times. It's like, what the hell are you doing? Did you get your like
That's
sister's pants or
fashion.
something?
in a 2-game
It's
span.
just fashion, guys. Get over it.
He went 5 for 6 in the previous game. But he got the 5 hits in a row, and then this game he got 2 hits, made it 7. So it was over a 2-game span. You know, if it was in 1 game, then damn. But it wasn't. So, you know,
then
like
how about-
look at the thing with Kike is like that dude is like my adopted stepchild. He can do no right. Plain and simple. There's nothing he can do that will ever change my mind. There's one thing he can do that will change my mind, and
He can do no right. You just hope that he does right by you in public.
sure.
With your friends watching.
Yeah.
I'll still punch him in the face.
And then Kyle Schwarber playing some questionable defense early on with that
He's been like this all season. As
that
far as
overhand
yes.
that underhand little toss that went over the pitcher's head, but he did redeem himself later
Yep.
on. Had a couple more plays that were hit his way,
Through the
and he was able
hands
to
up.
successfully
Yeah.
underhand them
Yeah.
to the pitcher.
You know what? What sucks is I really couldn't watch this game because I was at work today like a fucking asshole. Because you know I got this
You gotta pay the
fucking
bills.
I
You
got
gotta
this
pay the bills
fucking
to do
remodel
that
that I gotta
remodel.
do. But you know, enough about the
I
Red
can't
Sox.
wait.
I don't want to talk
say
about the Red
as
Sox
a
no
new
more.
homeowner, can't wait for all that stuff too. Yay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, for real.
It's coming your way too, bro.
Oh, dude, that shit never ends. Like any little thing. Like,
Oh
it's
yeah.
like, fuck, like I gotta do this now. Fuck, I gotta do that now. Yeah. Welcome.
Always something kind of a, you know, oh wow, I didn't really notice that. Let's change that. Yeah, I can see that for sure.
You know who I like though, like
Astros.
in the Red Sox Rays series, is Wander Franco.
Yeah,
TH.
Oh, yeah.
I love me some Wander
he's
Franco.
gonna
He's saucy. He's saucy, dude. He rocks like you know how Acuna wears the all yellow or whatever. He does the same shit.
Mhm.
He wears the yellow cleats, yellow
Yep.
elbow band, batting gloves. It's pretty dope, man. I like Wander Franco. The dude can hit. He's young. I think he's 20.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and the Rays. I mean, a Rosarena and
Yeah.
Franco.
Mhm.
I mean, those are 2 big bats, and you know that are going to be there for the next 6 years because
Mhm.
Franco, I think still qualifies as a rookie next year, and
What?
Rosarena is a rookie this year.
Yeah.
So, you know, those guys are going to be in that uniform for a while, and that's just how the Rays do it, man. They get rid of guys, get rid of guys like Snell, and then have guys kind of come out of their minor league system and then blow up right away.
Yeah. And you know, we had talked about like the rookies of the year last week, and like a Rosarena, and who else did we mention? We mentioned somebody else, but there was somebody that I wanted to mention and I didn't. Yes, he's on the Red Sox. Fuck, I'm becoming that now. God
Bobby
damn it.
Dahlbeck.
No, not Dahlbeck. Garrett Whitlock.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
Garrett Whitlock. Like if you just
like
look at the
how-
numbers,
yeah.
yeah, go look at the numbers. He had like a 1.99 ERA, best ERA from relievers, like qualified relievers or whatever. But dude was dealing all season, man. Like we plucked him straight out of the Yankee system in the
the
Rule
Yankee
5.
system.
Yep.
That's the funny part when they said that on the broadcast. I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
this is
So-
this is a little more drama to the series.
It was
yeah.
the
Yep.
ultimate fuck you to the Yankees, man. I love it.
We'll bring him in to close you out. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, proceed.
Dude.
Whitlock,
so Wander
Franco.
Franco- one of the youngest to hit a home run in the postseason.
Yeah.
The youngest, of course, is Andrew Jones in the 1996 NLCS Game 7. I do remember.
Sadly, I
that
remember that too.
series. Yep, I remember that far back. Bryce Harper, 2012, 19 years old, just under 20 years old. And then Manny Machado in 2012 was 20 years old, 96 days. Miguel
Damn.
Cabrera in the 2003
Miggy.
NLCS,
For Roger
20
Clemens.
years old. I remember the 20-year-old Miggy. He hit a
Yep.
few home runs that postseason.
Yeah.
And then Wander Franco, number 5, 20 years, 223 days.
Well, I'm surprised Soto's not on there. I was thinking Soto was going to be one of those guys.
Ronald Acuna is number 6 on the list. Juan Soto is number 7 on the list.
Okay.
20
So
years,
he's not too far. Yeah.
346
when he
days.
hit that
So you're
Rafi
talking about
Devers
days,
also.
yeah.
he took one to the
You're talking about
moon off
days
of
in that case, yeah.
Verlander. I remember that was the one where he like jogged with the bat and then like dropped it in front of his first
Oh,
base coach.
He's like, I didn't know they give him in front. Yeah, I remember that. I didn't even say
He-
something like, oh, I didn't know.
He knew exactly what he was doing. Come on, the dude
It
grabbed
says
his
as a
crotch
rookie
on
in
national TV.
2017. Yep, he went twice, done deep twice against the Astros. First one against Francisco Liriano, go-ahead shot in Game 3. And then the second one, Devers homered again, knocking an inside the park homer in the 9th.
I
Nice.
think that was off Chapman.
Mickey Mantle, and then number 9 in the 1952 World Series was 20 years, 352 days. And then Carlos Correa, 2015 ALDS, 21 years, 20
Carlos
days.
Correa in Seattle would be electric, bro. It's gonna have to happen for you to realize
He's going to be
that.
cost so much. He's going to cost
I already
so much.
have a list of players the Mariners need to go after, and Correa's not on that list.
Well,
Not
I think
on the list.
you never know, man. I mean, you can attest to this. Seattle's a really nice city.
It definitely is, but we can cover that in another episode.
Yeah, sure.
The free agent episode.
So the game that just finished right now, White Sox and Astros. White Sox live another day.
Yeah.
Take it to the Astros 12-6. It is a final. And the bats broke out today. They took it to Zach Greinke after a couple of blunders. Let's talk about this real quick, guys. And we were watching this as we were kind of prepping for the game or for our podcast. First thing that happened to me, did you guys see Dusty Baker pull his starting pitcher in a 2-0 count?
I know, in the
So
middle
he
of the count
pulls-
was weird.
It was a 2-0 count, and he pulls Luis Garcia as he's facing Lurie
Yeah.
Garcia. And he
Ah.
brings in Yimi Garcia. And Lurie Garcia proceeds to take Yimi Garcia deep on a 3-1 count, therefore
Interesting.
putting the Astros behind at that point. So some questionable moves, early in the game, but it didn't pay off for them this time. It's paid off in different situations for different managers, like the Max Scherzer move. But this one, little head scratching for me. Nonetheless, it didn't go their way. Zach Greinke comes in, gives up some more runs, and it's going to go to Game 4.
Dusty had a brain fart, I think, in this one. I didn't catch it, but just by the sounds of it, like you got to let Garcia finish the batter at least.
I think so. Yeah.
I
Which
know
Garcia? No.
I know he had it for Luis Garcia. I know he had a decent season because I had him on like 3 of my fantasy teams, and he's a strikeout pitcher. Like he gets guys out. He had a solid season.
Yep.
He's not a big name. He's not a big name, but he still had a solid season, solid fantasy guy. So that just tells me like he's a solid pitcher. You guys let him finish the fucking at bat and then pull him. Like in the middle of an at bat, no. And then the dude hits a home run off him. No.
Yeah, it looks so much worse.
Yeah.
So anyway, and then another thing that happened in that game also was Grandal's base running. Did you guys see that?
I did catch that right before we hit
That
record.
should have been an out.
That's an out. The dude was in the grass.
Well, I
Yeah.
guess they said that's the rule is because they're talking about it. I guess there is no rule saying that. I guess out of the box or whatever, you can go as wide as you want, but until you get to that the double line, then that's when you have to be in the base pass. Now, I mean, they went like, yeah, he could run over the pitcher's mound if he wanted to, kind of deal. So yeah, it's like one of those rules. It's like kind of like with the ground roll double, not ground roll double. It's like one of those rules that it's there, but it very rarely ever gets enforced because it never really happens. You know what I mean? So
Right.
And that's why non-baseball fans hate baseball.
so many minute kind of rules that have come out every 8 years.
Yeah,
or
and it's
something.
funny, just when you thought you've seen it all, then today happens. It's like, what the fuck was that?
And then we had another that very same play. We had another umpire mount another a player sliding into home.
Tom Hallion, the guy with the exaggerative strike 3 call.
Right.
Tom,
my back hurts.
Tom
My
the
back hurts when I see him strike.
Tom the Stallion Hallion. There we go.
Stallion Hallion. Yep. I think he's also the umpire that was on the receiving end of Collins, Terry Collins, saying, "You gotta give me a shot.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
famous
that's our shot.
the famous hot
Yeah.
mic situation.
Yeah. I think that was him too. But anyway, yeah, he took it to the knees, bro. I thought he was gonna be out for the rest of the game. ACL, MCL,
Shit.
Everything.
bye bye. But
Yeah, I need to
no,
see it. I need
so
to see all this stuff.
yeah, so Astros lose. Game 4 will be tomorrow. Tomorrow, Monday, we've got 4 games
Full
on the
schedule.
slate.
Hell yeah.
Yep, starting at
And
10 o'clock.
you know who's off tomorrow? This
Me.
guy.
This
So am I. Columbus Day. Awesome.
Is tomorrow
you
Columbus
lucky
Day?
fuckers.
Yeah.
Shit. I wonder if my kid goes to school tomorrow.
I
No,
don't
I
know
think
about that.
schools are open. I think
Are
schools
they?
are open, but
Uh,
yeah,
I
it's
think
like one of those
they're,
weird. I don't know how
I
we
think-
got this holiday off, but we did. We did. I don't know.
I
interesting.
think they're changing the name from Columbus
Indigenous
Day to
people.
like Indigenous Peoples
People Day. Yeah.
Are they really? Oh my god.
Day.
You know I have issues with that kind of shit.
So yeah, nonetheless, congratulations to you guys. I'll be working. Plus, I got a softball game to coach tomorrow, so I got a
okay.
full day. But I'll try to catch the game in between. Lunch breaks,
Yeah.
etc. Radio.
What's a good
it
thing?
is what it
There's
is.
always gonna be something on.
Yeah.
One game or another is
Yeah,
gonna be on pretty much
exactly.
all day.
Yeah.
So Monday, you got Freddie Peralta for the Brewers throwing against Ian Anderson for the Braves. The
Ooh,
Astros have
where are they
nobody.
At? Are they in Atlanta?
Yes.
They are in Atlanta.
Okay.
Game 3. And then Astros White Sox game 4. White Sox are throwing Carlos Rodon, who they're kind of like we just hope he doesn't fall apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that can be hot
type
and
of
cold.
mentality.
Astros, you said they're TBD?
Yeah.
They're TBD.
I think if he's not hurt, it's gonna be Jose Urquidy.
Okay.
Yeah, had him
Fair
on
enough.
fantasy. Yeah, fantasy. He's solid too. They won me $200. All right, I'm just saying.
Has a special place. He has a special place in his heart for all of his,
Yes.
that whole roster.
Yes, I used Astros to win a fantasy league. All right, I didn't use
Okay.
Yankees though. I stay away from the Yankees.
There you go. There you go. At least you didn't stoop that low.
No.
So we got Tampa Bay also TBD. No pitcher listed against the Red Sox tomorrow at
bullpen
4
game.
o'clock with Eduardo Rodriguez throwing for the Red Sox.
Did they-
How do you like that?
They announced it already. Oh fuck.
Yep.
At
Yeah.
home,
Are they
At
off on
home,
Tuesday?
they'll be off on
Yes.
Tuesday. So game 5
So
would
what?
be Wednesday.
They can run a bullpen game out there and see.
Yeah,
how that
Chris
goes.
but-
Sale on game
Chris-
5.
Chris Sale's available because he only threw one inning yesterday. He threw 30 pitches on Friday.
Yeah,
So-
I would expect that he would be available for a Wednesday game.
Yeah, they're probably going to piggyback Sale with Rodriguez.
Maybe Pavetta. You can do Pavetta or something.
Pavetta closed it out with like 4 innings today.
Aye.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not. All right, and then game 3, Giants Dodgers. You've already got Alex Wood going against Max Scherzer.
Ooh,
I mean, hard to go against the Dodgers on that one,
that's tough at home.
but
Yeah.
at the same time, the Giants are going to find a way.
Well, I
But
mean,
one
Wood,
thing-
Wood not a bad season. I mean, it's 3.83 ERA.
Yeah,
Not terrible.
Yeah.
So,
hard to pick against the Giants, but I do like the Dodgers in that match. They're not going to start Cody Bellinger against Alex Wood. They're going to go with
Lefty, yeah.
Pujols at first base.
Oh,
So-
fuck.
and it's
You
like
righty heavy lineup.
Yeah.
Righty heavy lineup. You got some righties in the bullpen for the Giants that you can easily bring in Cody Bellinger later in the game and come up with some more magic. Maybe we'll see. But it should be fun. Should be interesting. I hope you guys enjoy watching baseball all day tomorrow.
I got some stuff to build. Got some building.
Is one of them a bear?
Oh.
Nice. Let me see. I'm trying to find your I'm trying to find your starter for the Rays tomorrow. I think it's going to be I don't know. It was going to be Luis Patino.
Patino threw today.
He threw today. It was good. I think it was going to be him. I think they're going to go with Colin McHugh. McHugh or Waka.
Dude, they got so many guys. Like they don't have
Right?
a role. Like you're not a designated starter or reliever. Like you just come in whenever we tell you type of people.
You know
You
what?
just better be ready.
I'm curious. What's today? The 10th. what if they do some kind of, because they're fucking shady. I think the Rays are just shady as fuck. Um, I think they do like an injury list type of thing. Like they play somebody on injury list. They won't be eligible for the next one. Like Ryan Yarbrough is in the minor leagues right now, according to their transactions. So that's
Oh, yeah.
that's somebody they could call up. Nick Anderson.
I don't think. Well, yeah, the only way you can call someone up in a series is someone is designated like injured, and then you
Yeah,
have to.
but then they're not eligible for the next round if
Right.
you move forward. So that's why I'm saying, like, what do you do? Like, do you sacrifice a player to move forward? Yeah, of course. Like,
Yeah, I mean, you got guys like that are not even on your roster right now.
yeah,
Yeah, of course. I would.
Well, especially
you're
'cause-
right. I'm going to put it past them.
So pitchers that they have that they reassigned to the minor leagues according to their transactions. Yeah, Ryan Yarbrough, Nick Anderson, and Chris Mazza.
Yep, all viable
pitchers, yeah.
options for tomorrow.
That's three arms.
So-
That's three arms that haven't pitched.
All they need is one guy today to say I'm hurt, or for the coaching staff to designate that person as hurt to be able to make a move like that. So yeah, I can see it happening. Boski, you're right. Is it shady?
Maybe.
But it's within the
bending
rules.
It's bending.
Right.
It's within the rules. It's bending the rules as long as there's a legitimate injury, I guess. But that's a good prediction right there, Boski. It was interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, so we'll see. But yeah, I think it'll be starter. It might be Waka, even though he's the one that got lit up the other day. They kind of just left him out to dry. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that does it for the postseason talk for now. I just got a couple more topics for you guys if you want to dissect a few things here.
Let's do
The
it.
Hank Aaron Award nominees have been announced,
Who we got?
and the fans can vote for this too.
I think
Fans
it's a
have-
fan vote. Yeah.
Sign me up.
Fans can vote for this. According to MLB.com, each major league club nominates one player from its team to be considered for the award, and a panel of MLB.com writers determine the 7 finalists for each league. And those finalists have been announced. In addition to the fan vote, a special panel of Hall of Fame players that includes Johnny Bench, Craig Biggio, Ken Griffey Jr., Chipper Jones, Pedro Martinez, Eddie Murray, John Smoltz, and Robin Yount will vote on the winners of the award.
Okay, so they're using ex-major leaguers, Hall of Fame. Well, I think they're all in the Hall of Fame. And then dominant pitchers. They can dissect a hitter, of course.
Right.
I like this voting panel. I like it.
So the 7 American League finalists for the 2021 Hank Aaron Award are Cedric Mullins of the Orioles, Jose Ramirez of the Indians / Guardians, Salvador Perez of the Royals, Shohei Ohtani of the Angels, Aaron Judge of the Yankees, Matt Olson of the A's, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. of the Blue Jays.
I think it's going to come down to Salvador and Vladdy.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
I think Vladdy got it.
I think
Vladdy's gonna win it
Shohei just gets the MVP just
'cause of the
outright.
pitching aspect. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Hank Aaron Award. I'm leaning Vladdy because his OPS he's the only one with a 1 dot OPS. So
I wouldn't be surprised if Ohtani got it because the fans are involved in the vote. But yeah, I expect Guerrero to come out with the award for sure.
or maybe they're just telling fans that they can vote. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, you
Oh,
guys know,
no.
you understand.
Our system is down. I don't know if we can get your votes now.
Yeah, because there's no way of actually tracking it. Like fans can't track it. They don't show all that.
You know,
stuff.
it's kind of like when your wife tells you, "Oh yeah, no, you can pick what we eat. I just don't want to eat this, or this."
Exactly.
Bingo. All been there. We've all been there.
Shout out wives for like putting up with our shit.
That's right. 7 National League.
Hold on,
finalists.
let me cut you off, DH. Let me cut you off. So like you got Daniel over here like moving into his fucking house and shit, but he's over here recording his podcast, right? His wife's probably like, "What the fuck? Like this fool should be building cabinets or something, right?" Like
probably there's probably a whole she's probably out in the other room making a whole list for me to do tomorrow, my day off. I could do while like in the background while baseball's playing
Right.
or whatever.
Yeah, I got the same thing.
Exactly.
I think I said building cabinets because I got to build some cabinets that like go under my bed frame. But you get my point.
Cabinets,
you get my point.
there you
dressers,
go.
shelves, it's all the same.
Yeah, DH probably got to. Oh well, you got to work, so you're okay. You're free.
Yeah, you
But
got an excuse.
I did build a shoe rack. just to
Ooh.
show that
Very
I did
nice.
something.
There you go.
There you go. So do you use the tools? Do you use the provided tool, or do you use like your own tools? You like
In this
fuck-
example, they didn't provide a tool. They said I had to use my own screwdriver. So I did use my own. But in the ones that they do provide the tools, yeah, I'll use them.
Use
Why
them?
not? It's
You
there.
don't
Yeah,
you don't think they suck though? Like
they
a
do
lot of
suck.
I don't
times
know,
They're
but
terrible.
I have a shit ton of Allen wrenches just floating around that
yeah,
from stuff
exactly.
from stuff that I built previously. It's just like, why do I have like 8 of the same things? Like, oh yeah, that's right. One came from here, one came from here, one
And
came
they're all
from
probably the
there.
same size.
Yeah,
called,
exactly.
It's called adulting.
Yeah, there you go.
The 7 National League finalists are Freddie Freeman of the Braves, Nick Castellanos of the Reds, Bryce Harper Phillies, Fernando Tatis Jr. Padres, Brandon Crawford Giants, Paul Goldschmidt of the Cardinals, and Juan Soto of the Nationals.
Juan Soto.
Wow. Yeah. I can
Juan
see
Soto.
that.
He's
I think this one's going to be a
yeah.
lot. I think this one's definitely going to be a lot closer though than the AL. I think the AL's kind of come down to Vlad and like you said, Perez. This one I can see 3 guys: Harper, Tatis, and Soto all getting it.
Who was the first guy that you said on that list?
Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman. Okay. So I think he's
2020
out.
Freddie
winner.
Freeman won it last year, yeah.
And he won the National League MVP.
And he did. And then
So
Harper won it previously in 15.
So it's possible to win both.
It is very possible.
Oh yeah.
So the precedent is there. Just saying.
Oh yeah, I mean, if especially if someone like Harper or Tatis win the Hank Aaron, I mean, it's very easy that they could also win the MVP.
Yeah, I mean, do you guys think? Do you think that like just batting average in general like takes like is considered in this? Because I know like batting average is starting to kind of take a dip in people's considerations for things like it's not it's important, but it's not as important as it used to be.
Yeah, I think they're leaning more towards OPS.
OPS, yeah, I think OPS is like kind of the new thing.
OPS being the on base plus slugging percentage,
right?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. I think batting average. I think it depends on who the voter, and honestly, like probably the age of the voter. You know, some of the older guys are grew up with. You know, you flip a baseball card over. What was on the back? It was average, home runs, RBIs, and hits, and like that's it.
I'm looking at Trey Turner's 328 average. Like that's just looking real sexy, dog. Like
yeah.
So,
and then the 328 wouldn't have guaranteed anything like 20 years ago.
Right.
Nomar Garciaparra hit 360 something 372 in 1999. And then at that, I mean, yeah, it was great.
Wow.
Don't get me wrong. That's a great number. Like 370 is nothing to take lightly, but you don't see that kind of batting average anymore at all.
Now I'm curious. Right. I'm curious what his OPS was in that year. 99. Let's see.
But I mean, you look at the Astros this year having a team batting average of 267, lowest for a team leader in the major league since 1917. And I think that goes to show you for sure that, all right, anybody that's hitting around 270, 280 is a pretty darn good hitter in today's league.
That's the new like 320, 310
so,
thing. Like,
DH,
okay, that's legit.
On the spot fact check DH in 2000 he hit 372.
2000 I was here.
But in 99 he hit 357, led the league both years, and he had a one dot OPS in each season.
In both of those years, though, but get this though, in both of those years, you had teams like the Colorado Rockies leading the major leagues in team batting average with a 294.
Yep.
And in 1999, you had that Rangers at 293. It's like that was the gold standard at the time. 290 for a team batting average these days, you're guaranteed a championship.
You're
imagine that?
Smashing.
Angels in 2002, 282 team batting average. I remember that Angels team.
Yeah. I mean, that's all they did was get on base.
Yeah. I don't want to be this guy again, but can you find the 2018 Red Sox what their batting average was? I'm just
2018.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's legit.
For the team batting average leader was the Red Sox, but they bat 268.
There you go, and they smashed.
They did,
and they fucking owned everybody. So that just kind of I'm just trying to give you perspective.
Yeah,
right.
Astros in 2019 led the majors with a 274 team batting average. Yeah, so 270, 280 now for a major league hitter is pretty damn good. I don't know if Tatis is right in that. He's right in that neighborhood for batting average. So I could definitely see him getting serious consideration for the National League Hank Aaron Award, which is given to the player with the best offensive numbers in each league. Not
Right.
most valuable player, but just best overall offensive
Yeah,
player.
That's why I think
Tatis
that's why I
hit
think-
282.
That's why I think Vladdy is going to get that one because
Yeah.
his numbers were really good.
Yeah, I'm favoring Vladdy and probably Soto for the Hank Aaron Award.
I'm thinking it's probably going to go Vladdy, Tatis. Those are going to be
Vladdy,
my
Tatis.
picks for the Hank Aaron Award there.
So
Who you got? Who you got, Daniel?
So I think Vladdy's probably, like I said, in the AL. He just had a great
NL.
year all year, and then NL. You know what? I'm probably gonna go with Tatis too. I think he did enough, and obviously with his defensive blunders here and there, that doesn't come into play at all.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
I think offensively, he had a really really good year, and I think that's going to carry him.
I bet you both $5 that Juan Soto gets it.
Well, now we know Juan Soto's not going to get it.
Yeah, he just might get one of those two major awards, MVP or Hank Aaron. I mean, I don't know why I'm counting him out of the National League, but I don't know. It's that close, I guess.
I just think what he did, and even though it was great and the stretch run he had, it just was like the last month of the year, so it was like, if he would have done this for like 3 or 4 months, like or after the All-Star break, then definitely. But it's like, I kind of feel too little, too late almost. With
as far as like league leaders, just like top 10 in OPS, he's the only one that had 145 walks.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah.
So him and another player had more 100 walks or more. Can you name the other player without looking, Daniel? DH and Daniel.
Bryce Harper.
Are we talking NL, AL, or
Major League Baseball?
I know Ohtani was up there.
Hold on. Let me refilter this. I might be off. It's 3 players.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Harper, and probably somebody from the Red Sox, Bogarts.
Okay, you're half right.
Or actually, Devers. I'm gonna go Devers.
Daniel, who you got?
I'll go Ohtani and Harper.
Ohtani and Harper, and then so we know Juan Soto's 145.
Right.
Second in the majors in walks is Joey Gallo, 111.
Oh wow, Gallo!
I bet you if you flip it over to the strikeouts, I bet you he's top 3 in there too.
230. He led the majors in strikeouts also, 213. Yeah. Can you name? There's another player with 200 plus strikeouts. Can you name that player?
This year?
He's in the American League. Plus? Yes.
Ohtani.
200 plus strikeouts. No, it's not Ohtani. For sure. It's probably somebody on the Yankees. I'm gonna go. No, not Aaron Judge. He brought his numbers down. He brought his strikeouts down a little bit.
Who else strikes out a ton?
For sure.
It's somebody you won't even think of.
I'm gonna give up then. I don't know.
Matt Chapman.
Really?
Yikes.
That surprised me. That's surprising.
202 and DH. It was Bryce Harper with 100 walks.
On the dot.
On the dot. Yeah. So, but as far as I had wanted to mention something, but as I saw these numbers, I'm like, ooh, Juan Soto, 145 walks, less than 100 strikeouts at 93.
Yeah, dude, that guy there.
That's nice.
You can strike out less than 100 times in a season. If you play a full season, that's impressive. It really is. It really is. Pujols never struck out more than 100 times in his career, I think.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you're wrong.
You want to fact check me on that one?
Maybe in St. Louis, but with the Angels, I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I'm like.
I'm pretty sure he never struck out more than 100 times in a season. I want to say
wow,
1 year
you're right. You're absolutely right.
He came close 1 year with like 90, 98 or 99.
His rookie year, 93.
There you go.
And then he tied it. He tied it again in 2017. 93.
Mm-hmm. That's my guy.
Interesting stuff. Wow, nice.
So.
I'm over here like that's bullshit. But yeah, dude, you're absolutely right. That's pretty dope. And his the lowest one in his career was 52 in 2004. His MVP year.
MVP. Yep.
No, 2005. 2005.
Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds was another guy that didn't strike out more than 100 times a year. Maybe it was just his rookie year that he did 100. Juan Soto is another guy. I think that this year he came close, but I don't think he's ever struck out more than 100 times in a season. Maybe
Barry Bonds 102 in his rookie year.
Yeah,
there you go.
Then again, same thing with Albert. 93 was his other high, and 89.
Mm-hmm. So good ball players.
Man.
You get a lot of respect by putting the ball in play, for sure.
Jesus, he struck out only 41 times. Barry did. only 41 times in 2004
Jesus.
With
with
his
300
232.
with 373 plate appearances or at bats
232
or
walks that year.
or 617 plate appearances. Yeah, Jesus.
Dang. So Juan Soto, back to Juan Soto, his rookie year, 2018, 99 strikeouts.
Ooh, and that's the closest, huh?
Wow.
No, and then 2019, his second year, he had 132 strikeouts.
Oh, fuck.
But
right,
I think that is the year that they won the World Series, so who cares?
Mhm. Yeah, whatever.
2020, 350 batting average, 1.185 OPS. Dude, oh god, yeah, he should have won the MVP in 2020.
Yeah, dude, Juan Soto is one of those guys that's just going to dominate the league in the years to come. Wander Franco is going to be up there too. Who else, man? I mean, Tatis is going to be good for a long time too. I just think that, those are the types of players that when they just come up their first year and they just start smashing, like that's it. Ty France, there's my Mariner reference. Ty France is going to be one of those guys
It's
eventually.
about time.
Who's gonna get 30 homers, 100 RBIs, bat 300. I think the last season that he was in the minor leagues in AAA, he hit like 399 with like damn near 30 home runs.
Damn.
So Ty France is one of those guys that'll be up there eventually.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah,
Let's move on to another subject here.
Good shit.
Matt Vasgersian leaving ESPN to focus full time on his MLB network duties and the Angels play
Los
calling duties.
Angelitos.
I like that.
Yeah.
I as an Angel fan, I liked Vasgersian in the booth, like his excitement and stuff like that. But there was times where you can tell that he wasn't there full time, whether it be like, oh, so and so taking the mound tomorrow when 3 hours earlier it was announced that he got pushed back a day or something like that. So it was like, oh, he obviously didn't, get updated on that. But it's like, he was juggling so many different things. You kind of understood it, but there was some stuff like that where during a game he would say something. It's like, no, that's not right because they talked about it, a day ago or whatever. But yeah, I guess A-Rod isn't as fun to work with as people think, I guess.
Apparently not. People leaving him left and right.
Yeah, he's a diva, right?
As he's on the Fox broadcast right now as a post game with Ortiz and Frank Thomas.
Yeah. Oh shit!
I know. Like Matt Vasgersian.
Rubens, sorry,
Ahead,
DH, not to cut you off again. I've done that several times today, but
hey, man, blame Zoom.
Was that? Yeah, Zoom. Fucking Zoom sucks ass. We gotta try something new. But Rubens mentioned on the podcast before how like there was like a photo session that A-Rod did where he's like looking at himself in the mirror and stuff. And
oh yeah, when he was a player, I remember that. Yeah. It was like looking.
So, like
deep
he's
into
like
his own eyes.
he reminds me of me, just like very into himself and just like he's focused on just perfection, just being an alpha male. But he's failed. He's beta. He's very beta, but
yeah,
that's.
Vasgersian also has MLB Network, like you mentioned, so he could be doing. I mean, he called the game today, didn't he, with the Sox? So he could be spending time there. Angels more. It was just funny though. He did, I think, the last game or the Saturday game for the Angels against Seattle, and during it, they mentioned that it was his last game of the season. And he was like, man, I really love working with this team. This team's the best team I ever worked with. And everyone, like Angel Twitter wise, like, oh, I guess that means that A-Rod's not that good because he's been working for them for years.
The thing about another thing about A-Rod is I read in Joe Torre's book, The Yankee Years, that he came out with a few years ago, and he talks about like how his experience was with the Yankees and all that. And he specifically talks about A-Rod and how like A-Rod was very self-conscious about he wanted the world, not appearance necessarily, but like he wanted the world to know that he was good at baseball.
Right.
Like I don't know if that makes any sense, but so he would just like, there was certain things that he would do. And so I think that's probably carried over into his broadcasting career. So he probably just goes on tangents, like they come off as tangents to us, but to him, he's like, I need the world to know that I know about baseball. Like I'm smart at baseball.
And
I'm good at it.
And sometimes it kind of comes off like mansplaining. Like
yes,
like
exactly.
Vasgersian, I forgot what it was, but Vasgersian was like, oh, do you agree with that call? Or Vasgersian's like, no, I think that's the right call. And here comes A-Rod. Actually,
yes.
I don't think so. And let me tell you why. It's like, oh, damn, dude. He's like putting him like straight on blast in the middle of a broadcast. It's like, I can see how that can get annoying really quickly.
Yeah. So A-Rod's that guy.
Yeah. Well, Vasgersian though, I can definitely tell in like the last couple of games that he was calling against the Mariners that he was having a hard time rooting for. Not, I'm sorry, he was having a hard time keeping his like Mariner fanhood under wraps a little. He's not a Mariners fan per se, but like just the whole time, talking about how Mariners only need to win this game and tomorrow to get into it. We'll see what happens. And he's definitely still kind of like an overall MLB broadcaster. But I think that if he gets a chance, if he gets a chance to focus on the Angels a little bit more, then that'll change. But I love his home run calls. This fool just absolutely loses
Santa
it
Maria.
when that ball just hit the catwalk, and there's no catwalk. So he just I love the fact that he gets super excited into it, and I think he's great for the Angels, and it makes it hard for me to not watch Angels games,
right?
Because he's on the broadcast, and I almost feel like I watch the game because of him.
Yeah, he had a great call at the beginning of the year. Jared Walsh hit a walk-off home run against the White Sox. Actually, I think at the first series of the season, and he just yells out, "He went to Jared's," and that was kind of like his one of his best calls this season. And then just
that's funny.
It was funny. They were talking about the last time they were in Chicago, and they were talking about, his home run, this and that. And then right as he said that, Walsh hits another home run, and he did it again. He just, because you're right, he gets real animated, like just yells it.
Yeah,
he did it again.
There's nobody like him, and that's probably the reason why they put him on the MLB The Show.
Right?
For MLB
that's the real question. Hopefully, he's still back there.
Yeah, I remember back in the day, 90, like the late 90s, for some of the games on N64, they had Michael Kay on the broadcast, and he's the Yankee guy. And now I hear his voice, and I'm like, dude, that's crazy. I remember hearing him on the video games. So Michael Kay, Vasgersian, forever gonna live in my broadcaster fanhood dreams.
But there's also
there's like a handful of those guys.
The disrespect DH, like John Miller, he's with the Giants now. He's still pretty good.
John Miller.
When he used to work with Joe Morgan on the OG baseball, Sunday Night Baseball, like classic.
John Miller was the man,
dude. They were classic voices, dude. Like I wish that still existed. Like that's something that I think ESPN fucked up with Sunday Night Baseball.
Yeah,
but it is what
I wonder who they're gonna get. I wonder who they're gonna get to replace him. But those kind of guys, the John Miller, and then who else? Bob Uecker is still doing his thing.
Doing it.
I think he passed Vince Scully as far as like how many years he's been with the team. Not Vince Scully with the Dodgers, and then Bob Uecker with the Brewers. I think he's at 50 years now.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I know Vince Scully was calling, like, he wasn't just doing Dodger games like early on, right?
Oh, true.
He was
doing like national stuff too.
Yeah, he was eventually just exclusive with the Dodgers, but I know, I think he was calling. It was one of the no hitters, right? That he called, or was it Hank Aaron's record breaking home run that he was calling, or something like that?
I think it was the home run. I think it was.
Are we talking about Bob Uecker?
No, Vince Scully.
Oh, Scully, yeah. I don't know, man, but a lot of those iconic calls definitely, live in a lot of people's memories, not just because of what happened, but because of the person calling, the play.
Yes.
So, good stuff, though. Who do the Red Sox have? The Red Sox have Eckersley, right?
We have the main guy, the color guy is Dave O'Brien. No, the play-by-play is Dave O'Brien, and then the analysts are Eckersley, Jerry Remy. But Jerry Remy, he has cancer right now, so like he's I don't think he's coming back, but they did. As a matter of fact, in the wild card game, they did like the ceremonial first pitch. Jerry Remy threw out to Dennis Eckersley. So nice. I think that like really hyped up the fans, because like with the Red Sox culture, they're huge, dude. Like Eckersley. Like I've shared some of the stuff that he said with you guys. He's a savage in the booth. He's a savage in the booth. Like, and he has no chill. Like, and he'll say it about anything about anyone and everyone, like team,
it just
opponent,
might be a matter of time.
And home team. Yes,
it might be a matter of time before he says something offensive, like Jim Cott did during one of the broadcasts. Did you guys catch that? I mean,
no,
I didn't catch it right away, but he apparently made a slavery reference to because what game were they calling? I can't remember which player they were referencing exactly, but there's a player that he was talking about and talking about how great he is, and like, I can't remember who else was on the broadcast, but it was a general manager saying something like, "Oh yeah, when I was on this team, I was trying to see if we can get one of those guys." Jim Cott says, "Yeah, get a whole like 40 acres of them,"
Oh,
and
geez.
wasn't the right time to bring that one out, and so he had to
No.
apologize
Oh,
on
shit.
air after that.
Ouch.
So here, I'll fact check you on this right now. As a matter of fact, on CNN, broadcaster Jim Cat apologizes. A game between the White Sox and the Astros. He was talking about Yoan Moncada and
Was he
Buck
talking about?
Showalter.
Uh,
Buck Showalter was on the broadcast praising his ability and said in jest, "Can I quote? Can I have one of those?" When referring to the first time Showalter saw Moncada play,
oh
and then
shit.
Cott said something like, "Yeah, get a full 40 acre of them." And
Wow.
so, but he still, that's what happens when you get 80-something-year-old guys out there who,
They start flying from
just
the
kind of
hip, and it's
fly off,
like,
fly off the handle and just start saying shit.
Dude.
It is what it is.
I mean, yeah, you can't say that kind of shit these days, man. Like, it's offensive. Like, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, who knows if he's gonna call another game? But
I mean, even look
hey,
at man, even my fantasy team name is offensive. So I got to change that shit.
eventually.
I'm not gonna say it on air. I'm not gonna say it on here what it is, but you could go look for it if you want to.
that's how offensive
Vasgersian
it
is
is.
not in that kind of trouble though. I think Vasgersian is safe.
Yeah. I think he watches it a little bit better than that.
Do you guys
For
do
sure.
you guys get offended that he says Santa Maria and he says it in the accent, or he tries at least?
That's a good
No.
point. No, I'm
I
not
mean, like-
offended.
I didn't even think about that. I'm just like,
I mean, it doesn't bother me,
Honestly, I
like-
want to know where he got that from.
I'm not too easily. Yeah, for real. I'm. Never mind. I almost said something. Hey, we're not all perfect. I mean, come on, let's be fucking real.
No, man, you're not drinking.
There
You're
you
not
go.
drinking enough, Boski, to say what you wanted to say.
No, you're
He's got to
right.
work today. He didn't get an early start. That's why.
Dude, work fucking sucked ass. I was all pissed off. I text DH something. I'm like, hey man, what do you think about this? And he's like, yeah. And then he sent me a list of things. I'm like, ooh, yeah. Can't talk about it on there.
But nonetheless, you get a day off tomorrow, Boski. So I hope the rest of the evening into tomorrow goes a lot better for you.
There you go.
I got plenty to do tonight. I got to edit this shit. Got to upload
All right,
this
well,
shit. All that good stuff.
We'll get the show on the road for you, Boski. Last topic that I have, just that they announced the Arizona Fall League rosters. If you're not familiar with the Arizona Fall League, it's where they get a bunch of the top prospects, a lot of hot shots in the minor league systems. Haven't really come up yet in the major leagues. They put them all together in Arizona and play a bunch of games, 30 to be exact. There's 6 teams. All teams have prospects from all 30 major league.
Like a combination of teams, right? So
It's like an all-star team. Yeah.
To my understanding, it's each team has like players from like a collective group of players from 5 different teams. So like maybe like, do they do it based off their like division and league?
No, because it changes every time.
Okay.
Like the teams teams and the Arizona Fall League stay the same, but the teams assigned to those teams
right
change.
They can rotate.
So it's a bit of a lottery.
Last time I went, and I don't know how they just determine who goes where, but like when I went, and it's fun. Like you go, check it out. It's a lot of fun. If you went to in 2019, the Angels, team they were assigned to were the Mesa team, the Solar Sox. Yeah, and then this year they're on the Glendale team. So I think
I like Sox. I like Sox.
There you go. But it's cool though, because if you ever are thinking about going, you pay like a flat rate, and then
all
you
the
can
games.
pretty much sit wherever you want in the stadium, and it's like almost like spring training, almost, but a lot less. To where me and my brother went. He took his 2 kids. We kind of sat down the line a little bit more because everyone kind of crowds like obviously behind home plate and stuff like that. But we were down the line, probably even with like the third base, and we had the whole section for ourselves, and so his kids can like run up and down the aisles and not worry about like getting in people's way, and they were just running around having a fun time. So
man, that's a sick invite.
Yeah, in 2019, dude, it was a turnaround trip too. We went out down there on a Saturday and came back that night.
Nice. That sounds fun.
This year it's $100 for a flat rate to be able to go to pretty much whatever game you want. So whatever,
unlimited.
That's tight.
So those 6 teams, Boski, are the Glendale Desert Dogs, Mesa Solar Sox, Peoria Javelinas, Salt River Rafters, and the Scottsdale Scorpions, and the Surprise Saguaros.
The River Rafters.
That's borderline, isn't it?
That's That's very, very borderline.
If it was Texas, it would be a whole different meeting.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. So of those 6 teams for Glendale, it will be the Angels, Houston Astros, St. Louis Cardinals, the Dodgers, the White Sox. The Mesa Solar Sox have the A's, the Blue Jays, the Cubs, the Marlins, and the Orioles. The Peoria Javelinas will have the Braves, the Mariners, the Padres, the Phillies, the Pirates. Salt River Rafters are going to have the Brewers, the Diamondbacks, the Mets, the Rockies, the Tigers. Scottsdale Scorpions are going to have. Hold on, is it Scottsdale Scorpions? Yeah. Scottsdale Scorpions are going to have the Giants, the Indians, the Rays, the Red Sox, the Twins, and surprise saguaros have the Nationals, the Reds, the Rangers, the Royals, the Yankees.
Interesting. Go Scorpions.
There you go.
There you go, dude. And so that's that. They play 30 games. They have a championship in November. I think it's on the 20th. And then they have a Fall Stars game on the 13th. Those games are going to be televised on MLB Network.
Interesting. We got to check that out one year. I mean, I don't know if this year it's going to be a little rough for me, but that'd be interesting to go do that, to go check that out.
Yeah, it's cheap. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying it's cheap, it's easy, and too, especially if you know prospects for the whatever team you root for, it's a real easy way to get them for like autographs or photos or whatever, just and then honestly, that's how I got to know some of the guys I know through the Angels, is just seeing them in minor leagues and like, oh, they're at the fall league. Okay, let's go down there for the day and talk to them a little bit before and after the game. It's like what spring training used to be like 10-15 years ago before it got all crazy.
And so they're just kind of like not readily available, but they're fairly available.
Yeah, so like when we went to in 19, the way that what was it? We were in Mesa. The stadium's in one place, but they have to walk down like a little walkway to get to the locker room, and so there's people lined up on each side, and they have to walk by these crowds. So obviously, most of the time they're cool with it because they're all minor leaguer guys and they don't have a huge ton of fanfare, unless you're like a huge name or whatever. But for the most part, yeah, it was pretty easy to get an autograph or a picture or something like that.
So here we go with the Red Sox again. I'm looking at the Red Sox players that are going out. Tristan Casas, the dude's a beast. Jeter Downs, another beast. Connor Siebold, he actually made his major league debut earlier this towards the end of the season. So that's interesting. Oh, dude, fuck. Connor Wong. Oh, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
17 of the top 100 prospects are going to be joining these teams in the Arizona Fall League, and they're doing a few different things too. Like they're going to try out some of those enhancements that they wanted to bring to the major leagues. For example, the experimental rules they'll be using are going to be the pitch timer, restrictions on defensive positioning, so having two infielders on either side of second base.
I love that.
Larger bases, the automatic ball strike system, and pitchers and catchers will also be able to use PitchCom, a pitcher-catcher communication device.
Mm-hmm.
All of that will be happening in the AFL this year. So, man, I don't know, Boski, maybe you and I can go on a one-day trip or something, one-day turnaround.
Let's fly out, dude. We'll get solo, there. Let's fly out, get there in a half hour, fly back.
And let's see if we can make that happen.
I may be able to acquire a chauffeur.
A chauffeur? A private jet?
No, out there, like a private what do they call them? Like a personal driver.
Personal driver. Got you.
Uber? Honda. I can get you a Honda Accord.
Maybe, yeah.
All right. Well, that's all I got, guys. So feel free to fill in the empty space before the end of the episode here.
Daniel,
we've seen the, I guess, a handful of games now between kind of like who's hot, who's not. With that, what are you guys rethinking your World Series pick? Are you guys kind of holding strong? How do you feel about the teams right now?
I'll go first real quick. I feel confident with the Braves because their pitching is on point and the offense will turn it around. Austin Riley hit a bomb the other day, and so I think the Braves will turn it around. The White Sox, I'm not as confident in anymore because the Astros offense is just too deep. So I think it's going to be Astros Red Sox. However, I'm going to do my man here, Boski, a favor, and I'm going to root for the Astros on that one.
Oh, realistically, I don't see the Red Sox getting past the Astros if it gets to that. Astros just owned us this year, watching in the season and stuff, and the Astros are just too good, man. They got all the hitters, bro. Like, sure, maybe their whole cheating scandal thing, like whatever. These dudes still know how to hit. It's plain.
That'd be
as-
crazy to see both of those teams though in the ALCS, Astros and the Red Sox. You know,
You know what
with
I want to
scandals
see
going
though,
on.
like low key,
Well-
is Astros Dodgers in the World Series if it all works out, like a
Bro.
repeat of that.
Bro.
And then
And-
if the
yeah.
Astros win it, like what's Dodger fans gonna say? say now?
I know what they're gonna say. They're gonna say they cheated. That's
Dude,
exactly
I don't
what
know
they're
how,
gonna
but
say.
they did.
for
like,
real.
I don't know how they
But
did it, but they fucking cheated. Those fucking assholes.
I'm still not changing my picks. I think it's still going to be White Sox and Braves, but yeah, the Astros look scary. It would be interesting to see those two though, Astros and the Dodgers. Excuse me, in the World Series. I mean, that would be nuts for sure.
2 years later.
I would like to see the Brewers or the Giants in the World Series, realistically, from the National League. Just mostly just to change it up.
Right. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, just to change it up, and also just like the uniforms. Mostly like the Brewers probably have one of the best uniforms in the MLB. To see that uniform on TV in the World Series, it's dope. Like it's almost college-esque. It has like a very college vibe to their uniform, which I think that was probably what they were aiming for when they redesigned it. They
Yeah, I can see
succeeded.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as the American League, it's a goddamn coin toss. Like I don't see the White Sox moving forward. If they go to a game 5 with Houston, Houston's going forward. I think Houston's going forward regardless. I don't want to see the Astros in the Tampa Bay Rays in the ALCS. I want to see the Red Sox go forward. Obviously,
You want to see a Soxy series?
I want to see a
There
Soxy
you
series.
go.
That was my original prediction. Yeah. So hopefully
And
we'll
we're
see.
sticking to it.
Crossing fingers. But if we play the Astros, I think the Astros go to the World Series.
Cross your fingers, cross your toes, cross your eyes. Just don't cross your balls. That is a medical emergency.
Yeesh.
Don't bust your balls either, because we talked about at the beginning of the podcast.
Yeah.
Wear a cup.
For whatever reason. Oh, it was a fact check. Yeah. I just want to give a quick shout out to the guys over at Monday's Hangout. It was my privilege and honor to be on their podcast yesterday that we recorded.
Wow,
Oh,
Boski.
must listen now.
Yeah. They were in town and had the equipment here, so we're like, fuck it, let's just do it real quick. It ended up being like I was asking them shit.
Moving up, Boski. Moving
There
up
you
in the
go.
podcast world over
you
here.
go.
There you go.
Moving
I've
up
made-
from the F list to the D list.
There you go. I've made I've made appearances on 2 different podcasts, so shout out to me for that.
Boski. Yeah, I haven't met those guys yet. I mean, I met the Dickorai, but
Yes.
I haven't met Ruben in person. So
Yeah,
I'll look forward to our meeting in person one day.
one day.
One day.
Maybe if we go
And
to the
so,
Arizona
yeah.
Fall League,
Yeah, that'd be the time to do it for sure.
definitely.
So,
Yeah, so
well, shout out to those guys, man.
yeah, look out for that. You'll find the links down below in the description to their podcast.
You got any shout outs over there, Daniel? You want to shout anybody out before the podcast episode ends?
You know, SoCal Vintage Baseball. My buddy Chris, who I do Halo Haven with, is part of that. Some old school vintage baseball.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got a W today. I think they're now 6-1 and tied for first and with Crestline. I
Ooh.
think they have like 3 or 4 games left before they hit the playoff stretch.
And
but
that's the Crestline Highlanders, and
Yep.
your boy plays for the Riverside Smudge Pots, right?
exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Vintage. I'm talking about like pretty much oven mitts for gloves, the
Mhm.
dead ball, bats that weigh as much as like tree trunks, pretty much. So,
Yeah.
And do they have to wear
that's awesome.
helmets?
No helmets.
Ooh, I like
Wow.
it. I know
No
a guy. I know a guy that would thrive in that league.
No helmets, and if you get hit by a ball, it's just ball, whatever you want, whatever it is. It's not here, take your
Yeah.
base. So you can get plucked 3 or 4 times and then at bat and been like,
Oh,
oh,
shit!
all right, it's ball 4. I guess that's it.
Right on.
Ball 4, ball 8, ball 12.
Whatever it takes.
There you
Whatever
go.
it takes.
Yeah, we definitely
do
gotta at some point take some time to go check out one of those games, because I know DH had showed me that maybe like 2 years ago or so. You had showed me
Right.
that, like you tagged me some shit, and I was like, That's interesting. And you showed it to me when it was fresh, like they had just started it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, it's good times. We should definitely go check out a game. I'd love to see some classic baseball.
Yeah.
You know, go back in time. Maybe I get a newspaper hat. You know, some suspenders.
Yeah,
Maybe offer to shine some shoes in the stands for 5 cents.
We could do a vlog and we'll post it in January. It'd be great.
That'd be dope. Oh man, do I got any shout outs? Maybe I'm gonna shout out my guy Colton. He was the Seattle
Long?
Mariners aisle attendant at the game that I went to last Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Why am I shouting him out? Because I told him I would shout him out on my episode. I told him about Sunday League, the podcast, and I was like, bro, do you know there's a city in California called Colton? He's like, yeah, I've been there. It's in Northern California. I was like, nah,
Right.
wrong Colton.
So
anyway, shout out.
How did he spell it? Did he spell his name with a
Same
C
way.
or a K?
No, same way.
Okay.
Same way as that city in SoCal. And so I was like, yeah, man, check us out. And hopefully I'll see you again next year. So I look forward to seeing my boy Colton next year when I go to another Mariner game.
Shit. What up, Colton?
And shout out the sidewalk that I twisted my ankle on Saturday.
What the fuck, bro?
Walking like a normal human being.
Ball to the nuts and then twisting an ankle.
Yeah, you're on a hot streak, bro.
So, all right. Quick story, guys. I'm walking to the softball game with my daughter. Next to me, I had a bucket of balls on my arm. I got like my phone in one hand. I got another equipment bag in my other shoulder. I'm not paying attention to where I'm walking, and I step on some uneven concrete, twist my ankle, like it's swollen right now, and I fucking flew to the ground.
Dumbass.
like there was a magnetic attraction between my chest and the ground, and I flew. Shit. All my shit goes flying out of my hands, and on top of that, there's like a bunch of parents that are walking the same way that I'm walking, and they see me spill my shit, and they just like, "Oh my god, are you okay? Are you okay?"
Bunch of Karens.
Fine, fucking fine.
Like, I'm fine, like, Karen.
No, they're cool people, but I twisted my ankle, scraped my knee, I freaking tore my pants, but nothing hurt worse than my pride falling in front of a bunch of people. When was the last time you guys fell in public just walking?
I never.
I don't remember.
Never. I'm not clumsy as fuck like that. Like
exactly. So anyway,
but it kind of reminds me of. It reminds me of. You were mentioning like carrying all the gear and shit. Reminds me of when you had to carry my gear when you lost a bet to me for whatever reason. And yeah, you had to carry my shit, dog. I got a picture. I'm gonna send it to Daniel. I gotta look for it.
Fun times.
Proof.
Fun times. So shout out to the ground for that.
Shout out to the ground.
To the ground.
Let's go ground.
All right, fellas, I got my $5.
$5.
$5.
You know,
that's what I waited for. All right. Well, I mean, I don't know when we're gonna meet again, but I'm sure it'll be sometime next week.
Yeah, probably on Sunday night again. We got to do one in person. We got to do one in person because, yeah,
for real. Daniel, pleasure having you on again, bro.
Thank you for having me on.
Of course.
The pleasure's all ours, brother.
Don't forget to check out all those podcasts that we got going on.
Indeed.
Daniel, Boski, Soxy Time, All Angels.
Daniel, All Angels. Plug it.
Yep. There, All Angels podcast again. Hopefully coming back Sunday night. Took a little time just, packing, unpacking, trying to find,
but you ain't gone,
find the equipment.
But you ain't gone.
But I'm not gone. So took a couple weeks off and now going to be back. So definitely look out for that as we hit into the off season, free agency, all that good stuff.
Hell yeah.
What's up? You know what time it is.
Mostly
it's Soxy Time. Check that out.
On Soxy Time. Yes, sir.
Found me a sick ass beat.
I'm loving it.
I fucking put some like the announcers voiceovers and shit on there, like just to spice it up a little bit, jazz it up. So
coming up on the D list there, Boski. Better watch out, everybody.
On that D list.
On the way up.
All right then.
All right.
I'm out then, fellas.
DH, no podcast for you, dog. Nothing. Yeah, nothing.
Look out for it in the future, though. We got some things in the works. Trust me, things in the works coming down real soon.
There you go. Look out for that.
All right, fellas. I'm out.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Have a good one.
Catch y'all next week.